Okay guys, let's go do some shopping at the famous Dollarama. Hey guys, I'm taking you shopping here. So, we're gonna take a look at these. That looks pretty good. That's $3. Let's look at this one. That's $1.25. That should be good. Perfect. Oh, I think those things are going to work out perfect. So let's go pay for these things, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with them. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So what you're looking at here is some shelving. I had some scrap 2x6 and 2x8 and decided to make some shelves. I'm trying to create as much storage space as I possibly can here in the shop. What we're going to do is going to store our cleaning supplies. Gave it a coat of paint the other night, and you guys saw the hooks that I bought. So we're going to mount those on that bottom piece, and let's get to it. There you go, guys. So listen, I bought these at the dollar store for $1.50. You can't go wrong. I wouldn't be able to make them for that amount. I mean, the only thing I wouldn't use is the screws that come with them. They're really garbage. But other than that, they work out perfectly. Okay, so they're great for hanging stuff. You know, we'll take off these little plastic nibs because they're definitely not required. Okay, this one's not coming off, but we'll cut it off. But you know, you can hang whatever you got there. So let's go grab the stuff that I have intended to put on here, and let's see how that works out. That's that. A few other things here. guys, I got everything stacked and hung up, including the power washer handles on the side. Nice and organized, guys. So the next project, we're going to move on to the workbench again. We move over here, kind of just swing around and show you what I got going on in this shop of mine. So you guys remember I worked on the bench here, and I did the power charging station. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually in this corner here is actually making a rack for the batteries. So we can just store all our batteries in an individual slots, and it'll go up against the cupboard here. So that'll be one project we'll get to now, or next I should say. And then we're gonna move over and see how I got all my stuff organized here. Try to go slow it down a little bit. So I've got storage up on top, and of course I've got the shop vac. So I've got that space between the shop vac and that blue toolbox. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually make shelves. So I've ordered some of the steel racks or steel angle iron that have all the slots in them. So once I get those, we'll build the shelves up there, and I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. But that one there turned out pretty good. So guys, what I've done here is I had some scrap material from the bench. And what I did is I diced them down to 6 inches wide. As you can see here, you know, they have holes in them. That's okay, it's a good quality ply. And I've got some other ply that I had from another project that I sliced down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make that battery holder. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dice up these ones here. This is the longer one here, this side. So we'll use that as the base. We'll use this stuff as the sides, like so. And this one here, what we'll do is we'll cut it down to 6 inches. You guys, just gonna grab a pencil. I got a square there. I got a tape measure. So let's mark these. The game plan is to mark these at 6 inches. 6, 12, 18, okay. And then we'll dice them down. 1. So actually, that one's got holes in it, so we'll take that one out. Let's mark this one. You should be able to get that out of this one also. 6, 12, 18. That's not too bad. 2. All right. So guys, I got the compressor all hooked up, got a nailer hooked up. So I got it all lined up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put a bead of glue on the ends. As you can see, I marked it. It might be hard to see on the camera, but there's different sections that we're gonna do. And what we'll do is just add a bead of glue, these two here, and we'll make sure that this lines up nicely. Good. Around the end of the table. Like so. There we go. Okay guys, so we got one piece nailed in. Let's make sure that these pieces line up. That's all right. And we're good. Make sure we're good. Right on the square line. Like so. So basically it's all recycled material, guys. I'm okay with that. And instead of throwing it into a landfill, I'm going to reuse it. Alright. How's this one line up? Beautifully. Put some glue on that. So. Okay guys, so I got them all nailed. Compressor is turning on, I'm going to turn the compressor on. Okay, because it's recycled material, it's got a little bit of a warp in it. So what we're going to do is throw some screws in it, try to get that material to straighten out. So let's grab some screws, grab a bit. And drill bits. And looking pretty good, guys. All right, so we'll sand that down. Let me put some of this stuff away. And then we'll give it a little bit of a cleanup. And then we'll see how it looks. And then we'll give it a coat of paint. So let me clean this up and then I'll get the sander out. Okay guys, I got the sander out. Let's sand this up and clean it up a little. Guys, that's looking pretty good. So, let the glue dry a little bit. We'll continue sanding it, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fill in some of the nail marks. I'm not going to worry about the back side. Well, maybe I will not, because this is all dried up. Okay, that's not going to work. All right, I'm going to go find something else that will. Okay, guys, I found another one that wasn't dried out. I'm just going to fill in those screw marks. Nail marks. Okay. That's good. I mean, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I am going to paint it, so I want it to look half decent. Just make sure I got all the little nicks and knacks. I think we're good. We'll let that dry, guys, and then we shall give it another sand. Let me close this up. So guys, I got it all puttied up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it dry, and then we'll give it a sand. I'll give it a coat of paint, and I'll show you exactly how I'm going to mount it and show you what's going in it. So guys, this thing's already dried. So what we're going to do is we'll go in, sand her up. Let me get a power cord. Great, power cord's right in front of the camera. We'll move that camera in a sec. Hold on, guys. That's better. All right. Let's give this thing sand. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these edges, and I'll show you why in a second. Let me just take them out. Okay. So I taped it up like that because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rattle can on the inside. It's just easier instead of going in with a paintbrush. The outside I will do it with a paintbrush. Let me grab a rattle can. That I got started already. All right, so we're just going to give it a lick. There we go. It looks pretty good, guys. You still can see the wood grain, which is pretty cool. Now that plywood will suck that paint in real fast, which is okay. I don't mind that. But we'll let it dry for a few, and then we'll get my paint that matches my cupboards out, and we'll do the outside shell. So I'll let that dry for about 5-10 minutes. Then we'll take the tape off and we'll do the outside shell, guys. Okay, guys. So I'm going to take this tape off. Go. And we'll get rid of it. And we'll paint the outside with this. Basically, I use chalk paint. It's the closest thing I can get to my cupboards that I have. But it actually is pretty sturdy and durable, I should say. Things in the shop get beaten up all the time, and it seems to work out pretty good. So let me crack this open. As you can tell, I've used this a few times. I give it a shake already. So let's give her some paint. Okay, let me go grab that small edging brush, and we'll do those edges. If I can find it. Oh, I can find it. That's looking pretty good. seal up the wood too, right? You know, I mean, some of this wood's got oil stains on it. Some of this wood's got all kinds of different stuff off the bench. But I guess that's one good way of using the rattle can, because it's oil-based paint. Chances are of it sticking are better. And it seemed like it did a good job with that, so that's good. So now I just basically, you know, the free edge here. Like so. Alright. And this stuff here washes off with just some water and soap, which is nice. Touch up where I think we need to. So I'm gonna let it dry a little bit, and then we will give it another quick coat, but it looks pretty good. There we go, guys. Let me rinse this small brush out. So I'll give it about 10-15 minutes or so, and then we'll let me just cover that. 10 to 15 minutes or so, and then we'll give her another coat. So okay, guys, it's been about 20 minutes or so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give this thing another coat. Let's get that done. Looking good. This stuff is pretty easy to apply. It's actually a really nice product. It's chalk paint, durable. Give the edges a coat again, and we'll sit here and watch it dry, guys. No, just kidding. Nothing more boring than watching paint dry, or me painting. But anyway, so I guess I just try to show you how I went about getting it done. It's pretty quick. And it's a rainy day today here where I am. rainy and muggy. It'll probably make this thing take a little longer to dry, but that's okay. I'll turn the fan on later. With some wind here. Once get this a second coat, when I'm finished, then what I'll do is I'll just wash up the brushes, and then we'll come back to it once it's dry, and then we'll hang her up. But for now, I don't see any ply, which is good. You don't want to see any plywood. Not bad. There we go, guys. Second coat's done. Just want to make sure that we got uneven. It looks like we did. That's looking good. All right, guys. So we'll let her dry, and then we'll get back to it. It's looking pretty good. Okay, guys. So the stand's dry. So the only issue that we're having with this stand here is that there's no drywall, there's no stud in behind here. So it's just drywall. So what we're gonna do is we've got these contraptions. So what you gotta do is mark, pop the hole through the drywall. So this is like a butterfly. You pop the hole through, and then it opens up, and then you can tighten them up. And then what I'll do is I'll put one screw through the top, just to hold it on this, and we should be okay. If I have to, I will put a screw through the cabinet into it, but I'd rather not if I don't need to, especially on the side. So let's line this up. I'll make a mark, and then we will poke a hole through the drywall. Scribe, so you get a punch. Hoping you guys can see that. Like so. One there, and I think the other one. Is there. There we go. Just move this out of the way for a second. So they have to actually be a fair size hole to get these through. I don't know if you can see that. So it's got to be almost a 1/4 inch hole. So what we'll do is get a bigger screwdriver and widen up that hole enough to get those to pop in. So something a little wider. Not too wide, but wide enough that we can get that pushed through. So should be able to go. Not yet. one set up, what I'll do is I'll pop it through with a hammer. Pop them in. Grab a step stool here so I'm not going nuts. There's that. There's that. All right. So we'll set these two up. And what I'm doing, guys, I'll show you from the back side, is I'm just setting this up. Just like that. So hopefully they'll work out well. Supposedly they can hold up to 30 pounds each up against basic half-inch ply or half-inch drywall. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good assumption, but anyway, that's what they say. So let's see how they work out. Just gotta pop those in. Okay. So that extension is no long enough. So let's see if we can find a longer square head bit. I got one. Maybe that'll work. Pretty good, pretty snug. Oh, okay. That's good. Well, guys, I think we did it. Just gotta get all the dust out of that. But she's looking pretty good. What I'll do is I'll take the camera off the stand and I'll get you a closer look at it. But she's looking pretty good. There you go, guys. She's mounted in. And she's looking good. Now she's still a little tacky on the inside, and I took a little bit of extra paint and I hit the screws so you don't see the silver heads, but she's looking good. I didn't have to screw it into the cabinet, which I'm happy about. Those anchors actually work quite well, so should be good. Now we just wait for the interior portion where I hit it with a rattle can to dry, and then we're good. So guys, the stand dried, and we've got it stacked with the Dewalt batteries and a couple of the Dewalt cases that hold their bits. I think it came out awesome. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out. Thanks for watching.